Hello everyone, DonTheCrown here. The 3.6 Synthesis trailer is now out, and this is my reaction to it. I haven't seen this at all yet, so let's check it out.
To be forgotten, a fate worse than death. It is as though my very thoughts are breaking, fracturing into tiny splinters. There are secrets buried in my memories, Exile. Important secrets. Save these memories. Preserve them. But move swiftly, lest you be forgotten.
Some of your skills and stuff there.
In this realm, ideas may be manifested into reality.
Is this Shaper?
Build paths to secrets long forgotten.
What the heck is this?
Treasures.
Whoa, what was that? There's like a mod on there that's solid, it looks like. It's not moving. And it, I mean, it looks like a midnight, like it looks like a midnight blade, but it has like some sort of special effect on there. Like that's not Shaper, that's not Elder. I'm not sure what this is.
Treasures.
Same thing with this. This is like super shiny.
You could only dream of, synthesized into your very hands. A chance to create something truly unforgettable.
Looks like Contagion is different. Oh my gosh, another betrayal content. New boss. 2 new bosses at least, maybe. 3? Maybe 4? Maybe like a third kind of influencer in the Atlas, maybe?
In Path of Exile Synthesis, you will meet Cavus and help him recover his lost memories.
There's another Shaper.
Enter Cavus's memories and stabilize them by fighting your way to memory stabilizers before they decay. Connect these memories together in the memory nexus to reach distant memories containing dangerous bosses and valuable rewards.
It was kind of like Delve. Synthesis chest. Courageous coins, currency.
Memories decay after a few runs, so plan your path carefully. Decaying memories yield fractured items with broken mods that are locked in place. Consume these fractured items to synthesize new base types with custom implicit mods based on the fractured items you used. Synthesis also
gain an endurance charge every second if you've been hit recently. Become a juggernaut, basically.
Synthesis also contains a complete balance overhaul of all spells in Path of Exile, 6 new Chaos and Holy spells, and significant incentives for handcasting, including several new support gems.
If they're gonna do anything for
Check out
attacks.
pathofexile.com/synthesis to learn more.
Okay, so that was the trailer. Kind of neat. Not really what I was expecting, but some of that crafting looks amazing. Let's take a peek here at the actual website. Path of Exile Synthesis, you encounter Cavus and recover his lost memories and chain them together to reach valuable rewards, new boss fights, and crafting opportunities. There'll be a new challenge league, new items, new gems, and a complete rebalance of spells throughout Path of Exile. And an integrated version of the Betrayal League, and much, much more. Okay, so it looks like they're keeping Betrayal League, and they're going to be integrating it in some way. We'll find fragments of his memories, and we'll fight through them to the monsters that inhabit his memories in order to activate Stabilizer before the memories collapse around you. I like this kind of like weird blue-looking appearance of things. This guy has a new skill over here on his right click. This is probably the new channeled lightning skill. Okay. Don't see any new skills here either. I wonder how these will work. Stabilized memory fragments can be pieced together to navigate the void in Canvas's mind and reach his distant memories. But beware, these fragments can only be explored a limited number of times before they collapse completely. So plan your path carefully. It's like area level 68. Looks like there's a bunch of like resources that you kind of unlock maybe. Guys using Blade Flurry. Interesting. Within Canvas's distant memories are many types of valuable rewards. As you progress deeper within the recesses of his darkest memories, his mind starts to synthesize encounters with dangerous and twisted manifestations. Okay, so it's like Essence Drain and some sort of like different type of boss fight we haven't seen before. This looks like a new boss as well. This also looks like a new boss. So at least 3 or 4 new bosses. Decaying memories yield fractured items with broken mods that are locked in place. While they are not generally used as is, you'll find occasional fractured items that have excellent locked mods, resulting in much easier crafting. Yeah, so I can imagine like finding a jeweled foil that has like stuck tier 1 fizz will probably yield like a mirror tier item. However, it sounds like you can sack these to create different item bases or something. Energy shield. Interesting. In the memory nexus lies a synthesizer, a powerful device that lets you destroy fractured items to create base types with custom implicit mods. These implicit mods are somewhat controllable by careful choice of input items to consume. So whoa! Cursing enemies on hit with flammability, that's pretty big. Maximum mana and maximum fire res just on a hat. Okay, Righteous Fire is pretty pumped. Onslaught. You just have Onslaught while you're wearing these boots. And they're called Synthesized. Is these fractured? No, they're not fractured. They just, this is Synthesized Magistrate Crown. These are still just hubris. Okay, so you just have Onslaught, we have it, right? Complete balance overhaul of all spells, 6 new Chaos and Holy spells, and significant incentives for hand casting, including several new support gems. So we got. We also reworked Storm Burst, Flame Totem, and the Storm Barrier support. Okay, I was wondering why we were seeing Storm Barrier used earlier. New support gem, Unleash. The Unleash support builds up power over time to have spellcasts fire multiple times. New support gem, Spell Focus. The Spell Focus support shifts from an area increase to a powerful damage multiplier as you repeatedly cast supported spells. So it looks like it gets smaller and smaller and smaller as you cast it more, but does more and more damage. Kind of interesting. New caster archetypes. The new Holy Spellcaster archetype features Path of Exile's first holy spells, including Divine Ire, Purifying Flame, and Wave of Conviction. The Chaos Spellcaster archetype not only provides an easier introduction to Chaos spells with Soul Rend, but adds many new tools to Path of Exile's existing arsenal of Chaos spells. Purifying Flame. Unleash a sudden blast that consecrates the ground and sends out a purifying shockwave. Wave of Conviction. A massive wave of elemental force spreads over a large area, purging enemy resistances. Divine Ire. Channel to draw in energy from enemies around you, dealing lightning and physical damage. When you stop channeling, the energy is released in a single devastating beam to everything in front of you. Okay. Bane. Bane applies all linked curses and a damage over time effect to enemies in an area, with benefits for each curse applied. Okay, that's a big occultist spell for sure. Soul Rend. Unleash a projectile that weaves towards enemies and applies a deadly but short-lived damage over time effect around the projectile. With additional projectiles and increased duration, the skill can wipe out large groups of enemies. What else we got here? Malevolence and Zealotry. These are two new auras, provide new reservation options for a wide variety of spellcasters. Interesting. I feel like they're either going to be like lightning or chaos damage related. Going for there. Nope. Powerful new items. In addition to fractured items, synthesized items, and over a dozen new divination cards designed by our supporters, this league contains 16 powerful new unique items with a focus on impacting the way players play Path of Exile. So this is saying that they think that these items are going to make it like a build makers pretty much. So we have Storm's Gift, which gives you damage over the time, evasion, energy shield, lightning res, enemies you kill are shocked. And then shocks you inflict spread to other enemies within a radius of 15. So when you kill things, they're shocked and spread that shock to other people. Interesting. Nebulous. Spellcast speed. Increased cold damage per cold res above 75. Increased lightning damage per lightning resistance above 75. Huh. That's 1%. So that means like purity of lightning could be pretty pog. And since like don't flask give you a ton, purity of lightning. So purity of lightning will give you up to 41%, which means if you just like are already capped at 75 and you just put that on and just gives you 41% more. That is a freaking lot. That's 800% increased lightning damage. That doesn't seem right. Or this thing's gonna be super rare or super expensive. That's a lot of increased lightning damage. We're two of them. What? This thing is ridiculous. And then the cold damage, pretty much the same thing. And if you can convert anything from cold to lightning, or lightning to cold, I'm not sure how the conversion works there, but they'll double dip. Yikes. Bottled Faith. It's a sulfur flask. Creates consecrated ground, increased duration. Consecrated ground created by this flask has tripled radius. You have critical strike chance against consecrated ground during effect. Enemies on consecrated ground you create during effect take increased damage. Whoa. This is an insane flask. Insane flask. This is without quality, it's 5.4%. Which means probably lasts somewhere around 7 seconds. And you have basically plus 2% flat crit. So this is different than normal crit in that like this is like what you get from wearing a Watcher's Eye. And like in my build, a Watcher's Eye gives me like it's like the best jewel period with just this critical strike amount. Even less than this actually, like 1.8. So this is amazing. And then the enemies on consecrated ground you create during effect take 10% increased damage. That pretty much is like enemies take 10% more damage. Now this does stack additively with things like Worthy Foe, Shock, other things like that, but this is an insane flask in terms of damage. And it also gives you 40% increased damage, which is not that bad. But yeah, Bottled Faith is going to be either everywhere or be multiple exalt item. One of the two. The Mad King gives you the King's Path. Not sure exactly what the King's Path is. King's Path is something that makes combs like way. Interesting. Arrogance of the Vol. 2 implicit corrupted item. It's a unique as well. Discovery can lead to beauty or it can lead to ruin. And 3 orbs of annulment. All that is flawed is worthless and the slightest error, and this might as well be trash. And much, much more. Synthesis also includes many other improvements. The content from December's Betrayal expansion has been integrated into the core game. The layout, the Atlas of Worlds, has been shifted once again. They just changed the Atlas. And a lot of Path of Exile's music has been overhauled. This is really awesome, actually, because not a lot of people know this, but there's some songs in Path of Exile that have sections of them that are kind of like borderline copyright. And so if you like upload yourself playing Path of Exile, you're likely to get copyright struck for this, and looks like they're dealing with that. Let's check out the supporter packs. So we have Sunstone supporter. That portal looks pretty amazing, and the weapon effect looks pretty nice as well. That's the portal. It looks like it's just like a sun almost. Oh wow, that looks pretty cool. Whew. Nice hideout too. Oh, did you get the hideout as well? Whoa. That's pretty cool. This is neat because they get to like showcase the armor and the weapon effects in the hideout as well. I definitely like this one. This one looks really cool. Alright, so that's the Sun Spire supporter. So Sunstone, Sunspire. And then you have the Doom Crow supporter and Doom Guard supporter. Ooh, these look really spooky. I got the feather action going on again. These 3-headed crows. Kind of reminds me of City Square a little bit. I'm not sure I like the armor as much here. The hideout was pretty cool though. I like darker hideouts as well. The portal is pretty amazing as well. And the weapon effect seems pretty neat. I don't know what to tell. Kind of seems similar to what we had back in Incursion League. Maybe a little bit of a more red tinge around it. I'm sure we like the body armor here. Yeah, super red and traily. Oh, like that portal though. Pretty cool. Well, Synthesis League looks like it's going to be really neat. Looks like there's going to be a lot of new spells to play around with. I'm not sure if they're going to be doing anything for Melee at all, but definitely be checking out anything they do. Very much looking forward to playing all of this, and hopefully we'll see you there. And I'll catch you live at twitch.tv/DonTheCrown. Hope you guys have a great one. Thank you very much.